go off the unsafe loft.
Hey guys, welcome back to Werner Farms. So as you can see, I got the steps on the 8530 on this side, on the right-hand side. This step kit I actually bought from Sloan Express. They're actually from K&M Manufacturing. This step kit did actually include the handles. All of these do. I know a lot of you guys were messaging me if they include the handles. Yes, every single kit of these includes the handles. The only reason why I bought it from Sloan's and not directly from K&M, one, it was a little bit cheaper through Sloan's, and actually it was next day delivery, literally for free. Can't beat that really. Ordered at 8 o'clock and it came 11 a.m. the next day, so can't really beat that. The other reason why I bought it from Sloan's is because they were the only ones that said it would actually fit for an 8530. Reason being is because they say the ILS, it will not work with the ILS suspension. I almost believe that 8430s have ILS suspension. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm almost positive they do. But they say they'll work on an 8430, but there's actually some websites, even K&M actually says this, that will not work on an 8530 specifically. I do not know why, because in the instructions it actually tells you how to install it for an 8530. And it's no different than any other tractor that has ILS. I do not know why. But anyways, moving on. Got the step over here on this side. K&M Manufacturing as well. Basically, steps for washing windows, and this step also to get up there to put the globe on. Getting back over to the planter. You guys saw that I installed the pin adjust row cleaners. Right now they're set to be rigid right now. You can set them in float by putting them down in these 4 holes or these 3 holes. Basically, float would allow the row cleaner to float across the ground based on the position of the row unit in the ground. More than likely we will end up putting these in float. The only reason why I did not adjust them now is because 1, we have not tested this out in the field yet, and 2, that's basically how they came out of the crate, and I did not take the time to adjust them yet. So pretty simple to install, 3 bolts, that's it. And as for these, just a bolt for both of those. So not as sharp as our ones that we actually have on our planter. When we put ours on our planter on the 16 row, those were extremely sharp. These are sharp, but not as sharp. And actually the blades on them were actually silver instead of black. But I think it's just because of, it's been about, I think, 5 years since we've had ours. So they probably just changed design or something. So anyways, next, these yokes actually come off, or what I call the yokes for the closing wheels, and those brackets all go on all 4 rows for the dual placement fertilizer openers. Just trying to see how these go on compared to the ones that we put on the 16 row 2 years ago. Yeah. So also need to order some stuff from Doltmeyer, more hose. I think we got to order, I think the smallest roll that comes in is 500 feet, so that kind of sucks that we got to do that. But so we got to order more of that 1/4 inch hose, 1/2 inch hose, all for the fertilizer lines up in the front. The 1/4 inch hose will get run around for each row unit, and when it gets down to about here, we'll Y it and go down to each injector, or nozzle I should say. So since these are dual placement, not single disc. So as you can see, The dual placement fertilizer openers are in this crate, twister closing wheels, and I failed to mention in the last video that we do have drag chains for this as well from Yetter. So basically it'd be about 85% like our 16 row, except that it does not have air and it does not have 2020 seed sense on it, so it does not have the air force, downforce, and the clean sweep option on it for the row cleaners. So someday, maybe. We went to Shoop today down in Kankakee, Illinois, picked up the closing wheel update kit, so it actually will have the handle adjust for the tension. Heavy duty downforce springs, I talked about why we got those in the last video on the planter. Bean meters, or bean plates, I should say. Bean meters. So I talk about why we're going to plant beans in the last video as well. Basically, test plots and, well, test strips, I should say. I don't think we're going to plant the test plots with this just because the drill works really good for the test plots. So I don't think we'd plant 30-inch row beans for the test plots since we're not a huge fan of 30-inch rows. The widest rows we would go is 15s. In regards to beans, obviously we plant all of our corn in 30-inch rows, so we don't really plan on going down to 20s unless something miraculously happens in regards to yield down in 20s. Yes, I've heard that you can get slightly higher yields with 20s, but in regards to 20s, you would have to convert a lot of, basically almost an entire equipment setup to 20-inch rows. So basically all of our equipment's set up for 30-inch rows, and we really do not want to take the time to convert everything. But anyways, that's basically all I got for you guys on this planter. Also, this jack stand does not work. So we actually have a jack stand down in the barn, and I'll swap that out with, and I'll just throw that down in the barn and keep it just in case that way. If we do, for some reason, need a jack stand that does not work, we'll have one. So anyways, that's basically all I got again for you guys. Nothing really has been going on. I know I kind of slacked off on the videos last week, and that's because really not much of anything's going on, except if you really want to see us deliver seed every single day. I can do that, but it's not too exciting. So I'm really only going to produce videos that you guys are going to enjoy watching. So as far as Wednesday's video goes, I meet with the AMS guy tomorrow from John Deere over in Plymouth. So I imagine, depending on how this week goes, I haven't really checked on the weather this week. You might as well throw the forecast out the window anyways, because they can't seem to predict the weather anyways. But hopefully, if I check the weather, and hopefully if it's nice out on Wednesday, do some boundary mapping, maybe even tomorrow, depending on how it goes. But I would like to get this planter out of here this week. That way we can back to 16 row in here and unfold it, because we can't really unfold it in here with this little 4 row in the way. So as far as what we're going to pull the 4 row with, I imagine the 4430. Sad to say to most of you guys, we're not going to pull it with the 8530. It's a little overkill. I know a lot of you guys really wanted to see that. We're not doing that. It's just overkill, guys. 4430 would be plenty for this. So, also, just another look at our unsafe loft and unsafe stairs. Again, the only reason why we do not have safety railing or handrails on that loft and stairwell is because we wanted to be able to have access to the loft with a forklift, being able to stick pallets up there if we actually wanted to put something up there off a pallet, or actually set a pallet up there someday. So that's one of the reasons why we did not put a safety railing up there. Really, nobody's ever fallen off of it or even come close to falling off of it. So never really had an issue like that. And plus with the A handrail along the stairwell, it makes it kind of hard, especially how narrow these stairs are, to carry boxes up there, especially larger or wider than these stairs. And I don't know, I've never really said that we really need a handrail on there. You know, I've never really thought that we ever really needed it. I've just become so used to going up and down those that I really don't know why we would ever really need a handrail there. I know, but you guys all scream safety. We've never had a problem, so but anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's really all I got for you guys. So probably Wednesday's video, boundary mapping, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Eventually, once that's done, that'll go in the 8530 then, Starfire 6000 to 2630. In regards to boundary mapping, I'm doing all of ours along with 1,000 acres of custom harvest work, just because that way we have the boundaries, and you know, not necessarily like we need them, but you know, while I'm doing it, might as well just shoot on over there. They're large enough fields, it won't take long at all. So I imagine 1,000 acres, but they're fairly large, easy to do fields. I would say for boundary mapping, it should only take me at most 2.5 days, if even 2 days. So anyways, like I said, that's really all I've got for you guys. This video isn't going to be really too exciting, except for the fact that I showed you guys how to install those row cleaners. Look for more videos on that planner throughout the week. I'll be doing more videos, or filming more videos on those. I don't know if I'll release them all this week. Like I said, I'm going to try and stick to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, but that could change very easily. So, but anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. Talking about the purchase that we made back in January that everybody's been dying to know. Look forward on Friday's video. Finally, it's coming on Thursday, so Friday night, you guys will find out what we actually ended up buying. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys.